That's what makes you a nasty creep. Not because of the situation you had. Because I'm going to tell you something. I wasn't there, and I don't know what happened. But every chance you get, you know, New York, this guy stood on a podcast, and he talked about spring break and meeting a young lady, putting something in her drink, and then having sex with her when she was incoherent, laughing about it. That's the, you know, bruh, nobody wants you to get fired or to lose your situation. Nobody's like, man, the fact that you try to normalize that that's okay, that that's good, like it's things that men do. That's not what men do. That's what you do. You do it. I'm going to tell you the most terrible thing about you, bruh. Because I watch you on that podcast. And you sit next to a guy. That guy you sit next to on your podcast doesn't care about our culture. He doesn't care about your culture. But you sit there and you laugh with him about raping women. You think it's funny. You know what else is funny, my brother? Because I'm staying on my stone today of where I'm at. And I'm going to tell you where I'm at. I am not at what you did 20 years ago. I'm at what you did in the last couple years and how you talk about it and how you say about it. You piece of... You tweeted that R. Kelly, that sex video, was one of the greatest celebrity videos you've ever watched. That video was with a 14-year-old. But you thought it was a great video. You tell on yourself constantly you're a weirdo. I don't care if nobody else checks you. I'ma check you. You're nasty and you're a weirdo. And you always want to talk on a podcast about taking advantage of women when they're unconscious. What type of dude are you? Why is that cool to you? Why is that cool as you stand next to that clown, that guy that doesn't care about our culture and continuously talk about raping women? You always use the word rape, how you raped your wife. You love to use that word, bro. You get mad at Kwame Brown for using it. You use it. You use the word. You don't think it's funny, my brother? I don't care about saying your name. Let me tell you something. I don't care about cease and desist. You know why? You want to send out cease and desist to people because you want the clarification of what you did said properly. The fact that you don't see that's bananas, I'm not sure if it's the people around you or if you want to continue. Maybe you want to continue being who you are. For some reason, your name is being said with a 15-year-old. I'm not sure why that's happening. You refer to your dudes. Every girl that has a problem, it's the dudes around you. The dudes are with the girls. My dudes. You say it's your dudes. I don't understand that part, bruh. That's the part that people aren't really grasping. That's why people keep hammering you. It's not for what you did 20 years ago. You can be sorry for that. It's the way you're moving forward, bro. Let me tell you something. You said that the R. Kelly video is the greatest video you've ever seen. You tweeted that. And you know how that came out? Because you had the nerve to go on an R. Kelly documentary to talk about a pedophile. You're a pedophile. You're a pedophile. You! Is it okay if R. Kelly is in the video with your kids? Is it still a great video? You nasty. Is that a good video? Is it? You don't have to answer. I'm going to tell you honestly, it's better you don't. You shouldn't. You should never, ever answer this. You should always keep a cease and desist, and you should never, ever talk about it, because we already know what you are. You are one of them slimy, greasy dudes that used to be in our neighborhood that don't talk much, that likes to put medication in women's drinks and get on top of them. That's you. We know what you are. I know what you are. I do not care if I ever say your name. I want you to know that I know what you are. Bruh, you. You're nasty and you're disgusting. And you like to joke about, it's the podcasting that takes me to a bad place. It's your joking about it that takes me to that place. And the other places, nobody checks you. Nasty. I'm checking you. Nobody doesn't respect your accomplishments or what you do and what you stand for. You should have your opinion. You worked hard for it. Don't confuse popularity with doing whatever you feel you can do. You hear the emphasis in that mother's voice. You watched it. You know how I know you watch it. You know everything that people are saying because you send out the cease and desist. Cease and desist means you're lying. You do not want people to discuss the subject. And guess what? You're right. Maybe people shouldn't, and they shouldn't hurt your brand. And there's a part of that I see, and I agree with you. What makes you a creep, what makes you a nasty creep is you keep making jokes and how funny it is for a woman to get raped while she has drugs in her and not being able to remember. That's the part, you creep. You nasty creep. That's the part people are saying they can't stand about you. Nasty. I wish that would happen to my daughter. Spit in your face.
Going to be a friend to us. He came to us and said, don't worry, nothing's going to happen to her. And I'll make sure that she'll be safe. He eluded us to believe and trust in him. And then he turns around and violates my daughter by raping and drugging her. And then he gets away with it. When I made the decision not for my daughter to testify, I was focused on her well-being, and I wanted the best for her. I didn't want to put her in the stand to relive all of that pain and suffering. If he was suffering. And now, 17 years later, because he continues to make mockery about it, joke and laugh about it, like it doesn't even matter to him, or he has no regrets or anything. Then he tries to cover it up with his money and his high-class attorneys. And now, he's not going to be punished for it. Justice is not fair, and we will not stop fighting. We will fight for justice and closure for my daughter Jessica and this family. According to the detectives, because he negotiated a plea deal, he cannot be prosecuted for the rape charge, suffering.
So prior to this New York, I played Jessica Reed's interview with Star, and that was what we just played was Jessica Reed's mom, Jocelyn Sullivan. Now, you can watch all the things online, or and come to your own conclusion. So New York City, I'm going to take time right now and give my opinion. In listening to that mother's vocal and audio, you, Mr. Radio Personality, I don't believe you. So prior to this New York, I played Jessica Reed.
Yo, what up? Thanks for watching the whole episode though, man. Now all I ask is just hit that subscribe button for me for future videos, and it'll keep you updated on the channel, especially with the notifications. And one more favor, if you can, join the Patreon though, man. It will go a long way. It will get you tons of exclusive stuff for as low as $5 a month, and it'll definitely help the channel go a long way.